inside the Niger Delta.
Still staying with Kula Kingdom, the amicable resolution of the dispute over the operatorship of OML-25 brings to an end the decades-long crisis fueled by oil production in Kula Kingdom. This special report correspondent Chika Bodozie takes a look at the role of engineer Tein Jr., founder and president of Belema Oil Producing Limited, in what appears to be a restoration of lasting peace, which holds out great prospects for sustainable development in Kula Kingdom.
The ancient Kula Kingdom had existed in isolation in the eastern Niger Delta for centuries before the discovery of crude oil in the area some 5 decades ago. At the time, the license to operate Oil Mill 25, which resides in the oil-rich kingdom, was awarded to Shell Petroleum Development Company, SPDC. In 1982, a dispute over the kingship of Kula arose between 2 factions. The crisis engulfing the once peaceful kingdom was on 2 fronts. While the people had SPDC to contend with over alleged corporate social responsibility infractions, they were also embroiled in an internal leadership crisis that claimed several lives and property. Despite huge revenues generated from oil production in its communities, Kula Kingdom had suffered untold neglect and deprivation. Poverty in the communities was fueled by the absence of basic social amenities, making life unbearable for the people. In the midst of their collective predicament, the long-suffering Kula people were unable to demand a better deal from neither Shell nor the Nigerian authorities, as they remained seriously divided. For the people of Kula Kingdom, there was light at the end of the tunnel in 2016 when engineer Tein Jr. emerged on the scene. Tein Jr., a son of the soil who was dismayed at the backwardness and underdevelopment of the kingdom, decided to come to the rescue of his people. Soon after securing license to operate OML 55, Belema Oil had intervened in the development crisis rocking Kula Town, which is a host community in the oil field. In carrying out its corporate social responsibility, the indigenous oil giant had provided potable water in Kula Kingdom. The water project provided great succor for the community, which had access to safe drinking water for the first time throughout its existence.
And I'm testing the water, which is a nice water that it can even make me not to buy any pure water in Port Harcourt to Kula community again. So for me, I'm going to tell everybody not to waste their time again, because it's a solid water produced by Belema Oil.
Under the NNPC Belema Oil Joint Venture Partnership, an electrification project was also undertaken in Kula Town. This was in addition to the award of scholarships to indigent students, as well as the provision of vocational training and gainful employment for idle youths in the hitherto traumatized community.
To be frank, to Belema Oil, he has done a lot. Employment, skill acquisition, a lot of things. We are there as used to praise God for his life. Let God continue to bless him to do more projects on, and also to develop the youths.
Today, Belema Oil has made us to shine, and we will shine more. Because in those days, this community, we are suffering. So, in fact, we can't count. But today, you see, everybody is happy.
Driven by the need to create a peaceful ambience for sustainable development to take off in Kula Kingdom, engineer Tein Jr. had considered it imperative to wade into the protracted leadership crisis that left Kula Kingdom in a complete state of disarray and dejection. In May 2019, his intervention brought to an end the age-long power tussle between the Sarah and Oko royal houses of Kula Kingdom. Having accepted an olive branch extended to them by their illustrious son, the warring factions decided to sing their differences and work together in the collective interest of their kingdom. They had collapsed their fractional cabinets into a new ruling body known as Kula Supreme Council of Chiefs. King Kroma Eleki of the Sarah Royal House was unanimously adopted as chairman of the new Council of Chiefs, while King Bodilon Ekine of the Oko Royal House was elected to serve as its secretary.
Our son, Tein Jr., is a Moses to this town. He come to deliver this town. Give food to a person who have no food. Bless everybody with his success. And able to control this town to be one today. May God bless him in Jesus' name.
If one is falling and somebody helps him to wake up, why do you call that person?
Destiny helper.
So our founder is Kula Ekpeke. It's the Ekpeke of Kula Kingdom. And I will liaise with him. You should give us a day. We will install him officially as Chief Engineer Tein Junior, Ekpeke of Kula Kingdom.
In August 2017, women from Belema Ofonyama and Ngeje host communities to OML 25 occupied the Belema flow station and gas plant. The incident was in reaction to Shell's alleged planned divestment of its interest in OML 25. With the tacit support of several groups in Kula Kingdom, the protesting women had demanded that the license for the operatorship of OML 25 be awarded to Belema Oil following Shell's planned exit from the oil field. It was the people's collective resolve to pave way for Belema Oil to replicate its laudable development model in OML 25. Over 2 years after the occupation of the Belema flow station and gas plant, the federal government recently resolved the dispute on OML 25. For host communities of the highly lucrative oil field, the new arrangement involving Belema Oil in the operatorship of the oil mining lease marks a new beginning in Kula Kingdom.
With this, I think Kula will be developed. We will look at our potentials. And finally, with Belema coming to Kula, it means Kula will turn to be a city and our peace will be nationalized.
Following the return of peace in Kula Kingdom, the people have decided to put their ugly past behind them as they look forward to better days ahead. Their optimism about the future is not without basis. After all, Belema Oil Producing Limited had prior to the recent peace deal rolled out a Marshall Plan for the sustainable development of the kingdom. With the proposed construction of the Muhammadu Buhari Kula Degema Port Harcourt Expressway, the company intends to link the isolated communities to the rest of the world.
Right now, the opportunities are bound, and they still intend to do more. The one that marvels me most right now is the one I tagged unthinkable before now. I thought it's my great-great-great-grandchildren will come and meet that. That is the issue of road to Port Harcourt. Belema Oil have started already, not just intending. They've started 85-kilometer road to Port Harcourt and Route Degema. That is like a dream that is already on ground. It's reality now. And then they intend to also establish a refinery within this Kula Kingdom. And then there will also be free trade zone. And then there will be a ring road around the community Kula Kingdom. The achievements are endless.
Groundbreaking for the road construction of 85-kilometer President Muhammadu Buhari Kula Degema Port Harcourt Expressway by His Excellency myself, Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, 28 September 2019.
And we believe that this business that God has given to us is business that is set to design what I call the pace setting to helping others who are pretty much in need. And we believe strongly that the young ones are listening to me and they're hearing me. And I pray that we all work together as one entity to make our lives better.
Without a shadow of doubt, the recent turn of events in the kingdom signals the dawn of a new era in the kingdom. And the people give all the credit to one man, Engineer Tein Jr., a peacemaker and extraordinary philanthropist who has so far demonstrated that indeed charity begins at home.
Well, we must say kudos to Engineer Tein Jr. for his transformation agenda in Kula Kingdom and indeed the rest of the Niger Delta. It's on this note that we draw the curtain on the program. Many thanks for staying tuned.
Inside the Niger Delta,